Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today S.R.R.K just filed an 8K reporting their financial results, and I'm seeing a few things that paint a clearer picture of their performance. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. S.R.R.K is announcing their latest financial snapshot, and it's giving us a look at how they are doing in the biotech space. Alright, let's get into what S.R.R.K Holding Corporation is telling us. This filing is a current report, basically an update on significant events. The big date here is the 6th of August 2026, the day they officially released this information. We are talking about S.R.R.K Holding Corporation, a company in the healthcare and biotechnology sector. You might know them from their stock ticker S.R.R.K. They are in a space that requires a lot of innovation and capital, so keeping an eye on their filings is pretty important. Their common stock is traded on the Nasdaq Global Select Market under the symbol S.R.R.K. The main reason for this filing is to share their financial and operating results for the quarter that ended the 30th of June 2026. This is where we get the numbers that show us how the business is performing. They are furnishing a press release with these results. Think of this as the official announcement where they break down their performance for investors and the public. We are essentially looking at the highlights they want us to see. Now, usually these press releases contain the juicy financial details, since the actual financial tables are not directly embedded in this specific filing. We have to rely on the press release they are referencing. This is a common practice, especially for companies like S.R.R.K, which are focused on developing new therapies. The press release would typically cover things like revenue, research and development expenses, and any significant clinical trial updates when companies announce their quarterly results. Investors and analysts are looking for a few key things. First, revenue. Are they bringing in money from their products or partnerships? Second, expenses. How much are they spending on research and development, which is crucial for a biotech company, and on general operations? Third, their cash position. How much money do they have in the bank to fund future operations and trials? Finally, any updates on their drug pipeline like progress in clinical trials or regulatory approvals are super important. For S.R.R.K, being in the biotechnology field means a heavy investment in research and development is expected. Their success hinges on bringing innovative treatments to market. This means we'd be looking for any signs that their key projects are moving forward, especially those that could lead to future revenue streams. It is also worth noting that for companies in this sector, profitability might not be the immediate focus. Instead, the market often looks at the potential of their drug candidates and the progress they are making towards commercialization. A strong showing in clinical trials or positive interactions with regulatory bodies can be much more significant than short-term financial gains. Looking at the broader context, S.R.R.K has been active. Recent news mentions things like a potential strong run in their stock, a review of a treatment in Europe, and institutional investors like Janus Henderson Group plc increasing their positions. This suggests there is considerable interest and belief in the company's future prospects, likely tied to their drug development pipeline. When we look at institutional holders, giants like FMR LC, Siren LLC, and BlackRock Inc. are holding significant stakes. This often indicates confidence from larger financial players who have the resources to conduct deep due diligence. Let's consider the typical trajectory for a biotech firm. They often spend years and significant capital on research and development before seeing any substantial revenue. During this phase, losses are common, and the company's valuation is largely based on the potential success of its drug pipeline. Positive clinical trial results and regulatory approvals can lead to substantial stock price appreciation. Conversely, setbacks in trials or rejections from regulators can cause sharp declines. While we don't have the explicit numbers from the press release here, the fact that they are filing an 8K with results means they likely have something to report. The market will be dissecting that press release for any indication of revenue growth, progress on key drug candidates, and the company's ability to manage its expenses. In my opinion, S.R.R.K operates in a high-stakes, high-reward industry. The key for them is continued innovation and successful navigation of the complex regulatory landscape. Their recent news and institutional backing suggest a level of confidence from the market, but ultimately their long-term success will depend on the efficacy and commercial viability of their therapeutic pipeline. The risk I am watching is the competitive landscape and the inherent uncertainties in drug development. What I'm actually looking for is clear progress and positive data from their late-stage clinical trials. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives.